Kia ora, Aotearoa. This is the National Weather Forecast, and Cyclone Hale brought another intense downpour to the Gisborne region overnight last night. But this morning, the rain associated with this weather system has started to fray and break apart, and the intensity has eased over the worst hit areas. Still some heavy rain expected around central New Zealand today, and some thunderstorms are also likely to bubble up across the North Island. Let's switch on the wind, and we can see the track of Cyclone Hale and where it's expected to be and where it's expected to go in the next 24 hours or so. So this L here, that represents the middle of the low pressure system. It's somewhere over Waikato around midday on Wednesday, with circular winds clockwise around the middle of the storm. If we zoom in further, we can see where it's tracking. Second half of Wednesday, it's expected to move sharply eastwards across the Bay of Plenty and Gisborne, leaving our shores around about 9 o'clock tonight, and then through the night and into Thursday, it's just pulling further and further away from the nation and losing its influence on our weather. So there will still be some further rain today, but it's not as heavy or as persistent as it was yesterday, kind of coming through in waves around the lower North Island, maybe the northeast of the South Island getting a bit of wet weather as well. Thunderstorms through central parts of the north. It is still pretty windy as strong southeasterlies buffet many parts of the country. Into tomorrow, we're going to see this low pulling away through the course of the day. Eventually, it's not really a player in our weather anymore. By Thursday night, we can pretty much drop it off the map because its influence will have gone. The main thing by then is going to be this region of heavy showers developing around the central North Island, likely to hit some of those wet areas around Coromandel, Auckland and Northland. Tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, showers across Waikato, some heavy ones there too. Bay of Plenty getting some showers, Gisborne getting some showers. Further north, it's probably dry through the morning, but in the afternoon, this region slides into Auckland, so you get wet weather after lunch, slowly clears out of other places. Eventually, the heavy showers get into Northland as well. Whangarei could get a wet afternoon and evening, as could the Coromandel Peninsula. So some of those wet spots, more wet weather on the way for you. Fortunately, it doesn't look to be anything near as heavy as what you've had over the past few days. Strong southerlies afflict the lower North Island tomorrow morning, and a couple of showers likely to get caught up in that wind flow as well. So maybe briefly damp there through the morning hours. There is improvement on the way, however. Showers clear out of most areas, eventually clearing out of Hawke's Bay as well. The wind slowly dies away in the second half of the day too, so much nicer weather through the afternoon and evening across this part of the map. Temperature-wise, many spots getting into the low 20s, and a few places are going to be stuck mired in the teens. Across to the South Island, a sunny start to the day in the north and the west here. It's going to be a warm one in those locations too. Meanwhile, a little bit of rain along the eastern coastline in the morning. That is clearing most areas to a pretty good afternoon, including Christchurch. The risk of showers continues along the Kaikoura coast tomorrow afternoon, and there could be one or two showers around the Buller Mountains as well. Down further south, again, we've got a chilly start to the day here with a little southerly wind flow. That should be clear inland, but a bit cloudy along the east and the south. Maybe a morning shower for Invercargill and Dunedin. Not a lot of rain on Thursday, just the low risk of an early shower, clearing up, and the rest of the day is looking pretty good. The sun comes out. Temperatures still cool, 18, 17, 16, but it should be a nice settled afternoon before a bit of cloud builds back in for the evening hours. And on to Friday now, a cloudy start for many, but all in all, it's a very settled day as we've got a new area of high pressure. That's the H's here, which do tend to bring settled weather to the country. That's setting up on Friday, so many places will have a pretty relaxing and, importantly, dry day to finish the week. Not everyone gets completely dry weather though. Still showers up here around Northland throughout the day, and the risk of a shower for eastern places too, such as Hawke's Bay, Gisborne. Evening shower possible around Bay of Plenty, but all of the wet weather on Friday is hardly anything compared to the rain which has fallen over the past couple of days. And to the South Island, morning cloud for many, clearing to a nice, fine, sunny afternoon. Showers for Buller and northern Westland, and pretty much all mountain ranges could also see an afternoon or an evening shower. So if you are out for a tramp, say around the Nelson Lakes or the Southern Alps, you may well get a brief afternoon shower. Outside of that, the day should be a good one. You can catch the latest weather updates at metservice.com. That is it from me for today. Kia pai te rā.